Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my peeps wherever you are in the world. This is your boy X-Man 1991. Signing on. I carry this year. December is here. Welcome back to another edition of my anniversary rant, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm not doing this anniversary rant alone. I got a special guest with me that's doing an anniversary rant with me for the first time ever. And not only that, we are about to respond to one individual that had the nerve to put this person's personal information on his community post without his consent. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Slim Kaden, the Ranter 2.0 with me. So, Kaden, would you like to say hello to my fam?
What's up, guys? I'm Slim King, the Rancher 2.0, and I'm one of X-Men 1991 subscribers, and he's a great YouTuber, and yeah, he posts good content, and I'm really glad I'm here for this first collab, and thank you for letting me join in.
Hey, no problem. And I will tag your girl Sonia in this video so she can see this. So before we respond to this individual that we're about to mention, let's go ahead and talk about these two albums that was released on this day 20 years ago. Starting with this album. December 20th, 2005. Mary J. Blige released her seventh album, The Breakthrough, on Geffen Records. This album hit number 1 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip hop albums chart and was certified triple platinum.
Classic album indeed.
Yep. This album had 4 singles. Be Without You, my personal favorite, Take Me As I Am, Enough Crying, and One. With guest appearances from Brooklyn, will.i.am of the Black Eyed Peas, Nina Simone, Jay-Z, and Raphael Saadiq from Tony, and U2. I don't have the album, but my dad does. I was in my freshman year in high school when this album came out by MJB. And there's another song that's a single that's called MJB, the MVP. It's featuring 50 Cent and is her cover of 50 Cent and the Game song Hate It or Love It. This album right here is one of the best albums by Mary J. Blige. It was set to be released in 2006, but it was released 1 year early. And the album was released 5 days before Christmas.
Awesome. Very awesome.
The album sold 3.1 million copies. And Mary J. Blige got her first Grammy at the 49th Grammys for Best R&B Album.
And yes, she does deserve it.
Yep. So congrats to MJB on 20 years of this album. Like I said, I don't have the album, but my dad does.
Congrats. I don't have the album either. Congrats to Mary.
Now let's talk about this album that was released on the same day. The Notorious B.I.G's second and final posthumous album, Duets The Final Chapter, was released on Bad Boy Records. This album hit number 3 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip hop albums chart and was certified platinum. With the 2 singles, Nasty Girl and Spit Your Game. Nasty Girl is also on Nelly's compilation album Sweatsuit. And this album had a lot of guest appearances. Diddy, of course, Nelly, Jagged Edge, Avery Storm, Eminem, Obi Trice, Tupac, Nas, Mary J. Blige, one of my fellow Houston rappers, Scarface, another one of my fellow Houston rappers, Slim Thug, B.I.G of Boys in the Hood, Akon, T.I., Missy Elliott, Robert Kelly, Charlie Wilson, aka Uncle Charlie, Clips, Korn, Bob Marley, Ludacris, Snoop, Bobby Valentino, Faith Evans, The Game, Sherry Dennis, Mobb Deep, Lil Wayne, Jim Jones, Joel Santana, Big Pun, Fat Joe, Freeway, Twista, and my birthday twin, Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Jay-Z. I'm pretty sure some of y'all know what my 2 cents about this album. It's not a bad album, but it's not a good one either, because I feel like Diddy, or should I call him Baby Oil, should have left Biggie alone after Born Again. Born Again was a much better compilation album than this shit right here. And I don't blame Method Man for being a huge critic of this album. And I actually agree with what he said in one of his concerts. He said the artists that are on this Biggie Duets The Final Chapter album, Biggie would have never rocked with if he was still alive. And Meth does have a point. Although some of the artists that are on this album did collaborate with Biggie when he was still here, like Mary J. Blige, R. Kelly, and Tupac. But you got artists like the most overrated rapper of all time, Lil Wayne, Jim Jones, Joel Santana, one of my fellow Houston rappers, Slim Thug, on his Biggie Duets The Final Chapter album. I couldn't picture Biggie collaborating with any of those guys. They probably got these niggas on the album because, you know, they idolized Big and they grew up on his music, which is understandable. But regardless, if you're trash, you shouldn't be on an album made for a legend like Biggie. I'm not saying Slim Thug, Joel Santana, or Jim Jones is trash, but like I said, Diddy should have left Biggie alone after Born Again, because this album right here, it was a hit and miss for me. What you guys say about this album, Slim Kaden?
Honestly, I don't know about this album. Like, I don't listen to it every day. But here's my thing. I'm not a big fan of this album, and I do agree with you saying it's great, but it's also not that good.
Right. I'd rather take Born Again over Duets The Final Chapter. And I know my guy Derek S. is going to agree with everything that I'm saying about this Biggie Duets The Final Chapter album. But it's hard to believe that it is now 20 years old.
Right.
All right, now that we got those two albums out the way, it's time. The reason why Slim Kaden wanted to do a collaboration video with me, because we're responding to one individual that had the nerve to put his personal information on his community post without Kaden's consent. And I don't want to mention his name because I've already moved on from this whisker biscuit bald-headed bastard. I've already bashed him 6 times already. I don't want to make it 7, but I have no choice. And before I do that, let me drink some lemonade real quick. In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm going to try extremely hard to maintain my composure. The person that we're talking about is Larry the Crybaby fan, Larry the Squidward fan, Larry the bitch-ass hypocrite, Larry the liar, Larry the lobster, Larry the loser, Larry the gay man fan, Larry the drama queen fan, Schnitzel from Chowder, Gus Griswold from Recess, and Caillou. That motherfucker. Larry, boy, you just can't learn to leave people alone and move on from them when they don't want nothing to do with you. So last week, you had the nerve to put Kaden's personal information on your community post without his consent. Who the hell told you to put this man's personal life on your community post without his consent? You should not be posting you should not post anybody's personal information on your community post like you know everything about him, because motherfucker, you don't. Who gave you permission to do that shit, bro?
Nobody.
Bro, this motherfucker right here can't learn to keep people's names out of his mouth. If we was playing basketball against each other, he wouldn't be saying a damn thing. And I saw that post that you made about me saying that it's time for me to leave YouTube. Bitch, I'm not going anywhere. You're just jealous because I'm already at 1K and you're not. You're just jealous because Kaden and Sonya in a relationship, and you trying to ruin this relationship. Everything that you said about us in your stupid ass community posts and your stupid videos, you wouldn't be saying that to us in person. You're a punk ass bitch. You're 33 years old, acting like a 13-year-old. You look like you're 63. Your hairline is receding. You're bald. You have erectile dysfunction. You're a disgrace to women. Bro, don't know women want you. Yeah, I know you had a few girlfriends in the past, but I'm glad they all left your ass. You're broke as a joke. You don't know how to move on for people and leave them alone when they don't want nothing to do with you. It's like you will never learn your lesson. You will never learn to leave these people alone. And the reason why I made that video about you back in August is because you've been talking shit about my peoples like Black Sand. Well, you haven't made a video about Black Sand yet, but you're scared to do it because you don't want the smoke from him. He already hit you with the one-hitter quitter, and you still haven't responded to my guy Black Sand. You were talking shit about my nigga Black Sheep of the World 98 and Hip Hop Rap XP and Zach D Productions and Sonya, Samurai Red, Kaden. You were talking crap about my people, so I had to make that video about you so I can defend these people.
Right, man. And Larry, if you still have fun with us, then fuck you, dude.
You the most overrated and the worst YouTuber of all damn time. You're on the same level as that nigga EDP when it comes to being the worst YouTuber and overrated. Your videos get low views and barely any likes. Bro, you've been exposed this year left and right alone, and you've been taking so many L's more times this year than last year and the year before. And here you are still running your mouth about people when they're minding their own business, doing their own thing. And when they respond to you, you want to call them a cyberbully. Newsflash, that is not a cyberbully, dumbass. You need to look up the word cyberbully before you start calling people that word. No wonder you didn't graduate from high school with your dumb ass. Kaden and Sonya may be a little bit younger than you, but they're acting more mature than you, and so is my homie Black Sand.
Right. And you also call me and Saya narcissist. Like, how the fuck you call us narcissists when you call you're a narcissist yourself, Larry? What the fuck are you talking about?
And not to mention, he also lied about me in his third video about me. Who the hell said that I don't like classic retro video games when I do gameplays of them every now and then and I do reviews on them every now and then? How does that prove that I don't like classic retro video games? Where's your receipts? Where's your proof of evidence that I don't like classic retro video games? Where's your proof? Where's your receipts that Sonya and Kaden are narcissistic? You said the only thing attractive about Sonya was her tits, which was disgusting. And now you're saying you don't find her attractive at all. See how much of a hypocrite you are, bro? You want to call us hypocrites, but you're pretty much the hypocrite. You are an egotistical maniac. You are sick. You have a serious problem and you need help.
For fucking real, though. You eat nuts.
And instead of having your fuckboys like Andy Kishore rise above the sorrow, and there's one guy, I'm not going to say his name, and it starts with a K, instead of having them get down on your knees, get down on their knees, sucking your meat, kissing your ass, and agree with everything that you're saying, they need to tell you, homeboy, you need to quit. Quit before it's too late.
Also, not only that, right? You almost like to say that I'm in a posthumous relationship, which is true, but that had nothing to do with you. Yeah, maybe relationship with someone else, like with Saya as well, but you have to get on me. I'm in a phone with me being in a posthumous relationship. Like, who the fuck are you talking to, Larry? Can't be talking to me.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with people being in the interracial relationship. I mean, look at former NBA player Russell Butler and season 3 American Idol contestant Leah LaBelle, who is also my YouTube inspiration, by the way. Russell Butler and Leah LaBelle were in an interracial relationship, and a lot of people did not find anything wrong with that. And it's sad that they both lost their lives 7 years ago in a car accident.
Rest in peace.
Yep. And now you want to criticize and bash Sonya and Kaden for being in an interracial relationship. There is nothing wrong with a black woman or a black man dating a white woman. I see nothing wrong with that.
Ain't no wrong with that. And then you say I'm dating another woman. Like, dude, that's nothing to do with you. Like, shut up, Larry. Let's go fucking yourself, okay? I mean, yeah, I guess so with chicks like Son and others, but that's nothing to do with you, like I said.
And you want to know how he knows that we be making videos about him? Because he be stalking our content. I wish there was some way that we can block him so he won't be seeing our content, whether we be making videos about him or not. Right. Yeah, this dude is a stalker too.
He stalked me, and I am really, really upset about that. They caused me to be absent on YouTube a couple of days.
Kaden, I'm very sorry that you had to go through this, my nigga. And I'm glad you called me so we can do this video collaboration together, because it's time for this schnitzel from Chowder looking ass bitch to leave YouTube. I mean, I've already reported him in that community post that he made about you. And I'm crossing my fingers that he will get his third strike and his ass will be out of here.
It's well fucking deserved.
So I'm going to tell you one more time, Larry the Crybaby fan, you need to leave Kaden alone. You need to leave Sonya alone. Leave me alone. Umbrella Rapster 97, Black Sheep of the World 98, Mike Henry, my friend since 2007. Juggalo Jigsaw Reaction, Black Sand, Samurai Red, Zach D, Hip Hop Rap XP. You need to leave all of us alone, bro. Also leave my guy Dylan Thomas alone too. If you leave us alone, then we'll leave you alone. It's not that hard for you to move on from us when we don't want nothing to do with you. Fair is fair. And if you don't like it, then that's too damn bad. Or in the words of Umbrella Rapster 97, tough shit, bro. So this is my last time mentioning Larry in one of my videos, because I've already had moved on from him. The feud between me and him is over. And you know something? His fans love him so much, he wants to keep our beef going. When I've already have ended the beef after mentioning him in my top 10 worst YouTubers video, that was it. I don't want to talk about him no more. But he's still going around mentioning my name. And you honestly think bashing my YouTube name is supposed to intimidate me? You think that's supposed to make me upset? It's doing nothing but making me laugh. X Trash Can Man 91. Is that the best you got?
That's the worst fucking insult I ever heard in my life.
Oh my God. And he also bashed Black Sheep of the World 98's name, calling him Black Bitch of the World 98, Black Balls of the World 98, Black Shit of the World 98. Really?
Lame.
Bro, you are so bad at dissing people. You're bad at rapping. Not to mention, this dude can't even rap. You need to stick to talking about video games. Leave that rap shit alone. You're not Lupe Fiasco. You're not Kendrick Lamar. You're not J. Cole. You're not Joey Badass. You're not J-Rock. You're not Rock Marciano, Sky Zoo, ASAP Rock, Schoolboy Q. You're not any of these rappers, bro. Stick to talking about games and leave that rap shit alone.
Exactly. And stop using your fucking megaphone too. That's another problem. Stop using your megaphone, Larry.
This guy's just too cheap to buy a microphone.
You can see that.
And why do you need a megaphone for? I understand for people to understand what you're saying, but it sounds like you trying to help kids walk across the street when it's time for them to go home from school. That's why you got that megaphone. Oh my God.
It's honestly fucking pathetic.
But last time, Larry, leave us alone. If you got a problem with Sonya and Kaden, you need to deal with me, Mike Henry, or anybody else in our circle before you fuck with them.
Exactly.
With that being said, that wraps up my rant celebrating 20 years of Mary J. Blige, The Breakthrough, and the Notorious B.I.G's Duets The Final Chapter, and responding to Larry posting Kaden's personal information online. Kaden, it's been a pleasure doing this video collaboration with you, and I hope we get to do this again soon, my nigga.
Yeah. Thank you for this collab.
I mean, Larry, if you wouldn't like it if somebody exposed you. Oh, matter of fact, people already have exposed you. We already know where you live and we already know where you work at. But I'm not going to say it on here. I'm going to keep it to myself. As for you guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for my next anniversary rant. Let me know in the comments if I should do more video collaborations with Kaden, because I've done several with my brother Mike Henry. But I would like to do more with you and Sonia one day.
It will happen.
Yep. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, reminiscing 25 years of The Rock and The Undertaker defending their tag team titles against Edge and Christian from the December 21st, 2000 edition of SmackDown. Until then, happy 20th anniversary to Mary J. Blige, The Breakthrough, and the Notorious B.I.G's Duets The Final Chapter. As always, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk.